I'm good. I'm good. It's just it's really hot.
Why is it hot?
I guess I'm so nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I had classes with my evaluators
Uh-huh.
and it was intense. It was pretty intense.
Why?
Well, the students are very inquisitive like you.
Uh-huh.
So I said, "Oh, I had 3 Elias before the main Elia." But it was fun.
uh,
Anyway, how's your day going?
yeah, it was the same as usual.
Uh. Oh, that's good to know.
Mhm.
Okay. I still have a fever today, but
Oh.
it's okay. I mean, I'm not experiencing any sickness. It's just my
Mm.
temperature is very hot and I feel drowsy, so I bought 3 bottles of strong coffee to
Oh.
keep me company. Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
What's
Okay.
new today, Elia?
Nothing new.
Okay, okay. It's okay. So,
Mhm.
um, today, would you like to proceed to your lesson?
Yeah,
We are actually on the last one.
yeah,
Okay, what
right.
do you plan after this?
There is the second book of
Mm-mm. Senior Orange.
yeah,
Okay, okay. I think the second book is good too. But do you plan on moving on to Senior Blue in the near future?
yeah. After I finish orange books,
Mm-mm.
then yeah, I
Mm-mm.
will study the next book. So it
Mm-mm.
would be yeah, blue.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
And
so
when
uh-huh.
I said you asked me before what textbook um, would I study? So I
Mm-mm.
answered, I want to study Orange Book. Then
Mm-mm.
you seemed surprised. Why were you surprised about my answer?
Well, okay. Was it very obvious? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
No, I just think that
Mm-hmm.
the level of this textbook for you, I mean your level compared to this textbook, I mean they're not in sync. I thought you would choose something more difficult than this because this
Okay.
is very easy. But after you explained well that you wouldn't want to make sentences or read anything, then I understood better.
Uh-huh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
I think
And
it's good.
mm-hmm,
Mm-mm.
yeah. And could you go to the previous page?
Oh, sure, sure. Just a moment. This one?
Yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
figured, um, so
Mm.
what's the difference between I thought and I figured? So,
Mm.
because it is translated,
Mm-mm.
uh, I thought about
Mm-mm.
something in Korean.
Mm-mm.
But
Mm-mm.
when we say I figured, then does it mean I found out something, a new fact? New
Yes.
fact? Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Okay, you're right. You're
Mm-hmm.
right. You can interchange thought for figured, but figured can have two meanings. One is
Mm-hmm.
I thought, the other one is I found out.
Mm-hmm. So in these
Okay.
sentences, what's the meaning of a figure, do you think? So found
For
out? Mm-hmm.
in number one is he thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here for the test. This one. This one too is I thought.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a bit in between.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Or this one is like I predicted. I predicted, or yes, I predicted that I won't pass the exam anyway, so I didn't go. So anyway, you can interchange I figured for I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
You need help studying tonight. So I
Mm-mm.
thought you need help. I figured.
Mm-mm.
Then is it okay if I say I found out that you need help studying tonight?
Mm-mm. No, no, no.
No?
No,
It's
no,
awkward?
I don't think so. It's really awkward. Okay, because for this sentence, the words I figured here, uh, signifies I thought. It's more closer to I thought than I found out. Okay,
But
but
why can't I say I found out in this sentence?
mm,
Because
okay.
I didn't
Mm-mm.
know you need help. So if I
Mm-mm.
didn't know that person needs help or not, but uh, s- I saw him, I saw that person struggling to study something. So in that
Mm-mm.
case, can't I say, I found out that you need help studying tonight?
It's grammatically correct.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I would prefer you use the word assumed though.
Assume.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed because you saw that he was struggling a bit earlier that day.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say I assumed. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
found out is still correct. It's grammatically correct, but it sounds awkward.
Why is
Okay.
it awkward? In what
I found
situation can
mm,
I use found out?
mm, I found out that you'd been sleeping with my best friend. You usually use I found out something after the end results, after it has happened already.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so yes, for this
Mm-hmm.
case, it's right, but it's a bit awkward because he hasn't finished studying yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see.
He's just suggesting to help. So I
Mm-hmm.
figured, I thought, I assumed would be better.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm. Any more?
No more.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. So,
Mm-hmm. And uh,
oh,
number
sorry.
two.
Uh, just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Is that for 20?
Yeah, 20, number
Mm-mm.
two. And I wish I studied. So,
Mm-mm.
but when I had the chance. So I think instead of studied, it would be more proper if it is used. I wish I had studied harder when I had the chance, right? No?
Wow. I'm so proud of you. Yes, that's right. Okay?
Yeah, this
Of
textbook
course.
is wrong.
What do you think? Okay, why do you think there should be a had in between I and studied?
I'm studied.
Mm-mm.
I studied. Okay. Because
Mm-mm.
when I had the chance, so if
Mm-mm.
it is I mean it is written when I have the chance, it can we
Mm-mm.
can use when I wish I studied. So if we
Mm-mm.
say I wish I studied, it means I want to study right now, but
Mm-mm.
it already happened in the past. So in that case, I regret my past. So we have to use I have studied.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. You're right, Elia. It should be I wish I had asked, I had studied harder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, I had studied.
Yeah, any more questions?
No, no more question.
All right. Okay. Let's go to the next part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Letter F, question
Ah,
number one.
one more question. I forgot
Okay.
number one. And
Mm-mm.
hoped for. So for is needed in this sentence, and the final exam was
The,
hard than I hoped for. So if I think something is skipped, so
mm,
what it would be there after for?
mm. The final exam was harder than I hoped for. It's correct. It's still correct.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But I wouldn't use hoped for. I'd use I expected. Um,
Then I expected.
Finding the graduation hall was more confusing than I hoped for. It's correct. Why do you want to you want to replace for here?
No, I hoped. Uh, why I
Mm,
just thought why for is needed in this sentence.
mm,
Then
mm,
I
mm.
thought after for they skipped something because it is
Ah.
repeated, or I don't know the reason, but so I just want to know what it would be after for.
I don't think there should be anything
Mm-hmm.
after four, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also considering that the four here is not really
Oh,
necessary.
really? So
Yes.
then I hoped it's enough.
Mm-mm-mm. Completing my credentials is more complicated than I hoped, okay? Because you're right, it's quite redundant. For
Mm-hmm.
here emphasizes completing my credentials, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But it's still correct if you remove it or not, whether
Mm-hmm.
you remove it or not,
Okay. Okay.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Any more?
And water under the bridge. So
Mm-mm.
is it used often?
No, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. It's not technically very uncommon,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not used very often.
So in
Mm.
this case, the milk already spilled. Is it there is a
Mm.
saying? Mm-hmm.
Yes, don't cry over spilled milk. That was in
Uh,
the link I sent you yesterday.
oh really?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
about the idioms, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't that was spilled milk or what else? What's done is done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Yes.
So those sentences are better than water under the bridge.
I think so. I would
Uh,
agree so. Yes.
okay.
Okay. All right. Let's go to our questions.
Okay.
All right. One.
Is it easy for a new graduate to find work in Korea? Why or why not? It's not easy because many graduates want to find a decent job, but mm, I think the economic situation is not good in Korea compared to the past.
Mm-mm.
So a lot of companies, uh, I mean, not many companies don't hire new employees.
Mm-mm.
So that's why new graduates
Mm-mm.
um, are hard to find work. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's all.
Mm-mm. Yes. Yes. New graduates find it hard to find new work. Sorry, what was your sentence earlier? Ah, new graduates are hard to find work, right?
New graduates are hard
Yeah.
to find or
Find work. Oh,
maybe find
yes,
work.
yes. Find work. Okay. New graduates find it hard to get a
Mm-hmm.
job, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Right? I think the situation is the same for the Philippines too.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to ask you something. Okay, it's about this correction you submitted or article composition you submitted, and it says that it kind of implies that graduates or fresh graduates are picky about their jobs. Can you explain that further? Mm,
uh, they because they spend a lot of time and money to attend a university. So if if they think of what they spend for,
mm, mm,
um,
mm,
they they have to be picky about, yeah, getting their jobs.
mm,
What,
mm, mm,
so if they get a job that
mm,
they
mm,
can earn around 100, okay, 천원, 만원,
mm,
10만원, 100만원, $10,000 a month,
mm,
then
mm,
it's not that worth studying for 4 years. So
mm,
that's
mm,
why they are trying to find a good job. But
mm,
yeah, those jobs, I mean decent jobs, are limited in Korea.
mm,
So that,
mm,
and uh, they want to get a safe job, stable jobs.
mm,
But
mm,
though, if when we think of stable jobs, it would
mm,
be a teacher or
mm,
civil servants. Um,
mm,
but um, they have to take a exam to be a
mm,
teacher or civil servant, but
mm,
it's really hard, uh,
mm,
and they failed to pass the test, and yeah. So after several years, they experience their they are failure,
Mm-mm.
then
Failure. Mm-mm.
failure, then if
Mm-mm.
they want to get another job, they want to try out um, a, a different job, but it's too
Mm-mm.
late because they are
Mm-mm.
old, and
Mm-mm.
most companies don't want old people.
Mm-mm. I see. Okay, okay. What is the sorry, are you aware of the retirement age in Korea? The
Retirement
retirement,
age,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
it depends on companies.
Mm-mm.
So if
Oh.
you are working for a big company, then I think uh, the retirement age would be in their 40s. Yeah.
Mm-mm. 40s.
Yeah.
That is too early.
I mean, no, no. I mean, their retirement age would be in their 50s, but
As,
they are fired. I mean,
uh,
before they reach 50, before they reach 50. So that's why I said their retirement age would be in their 40s. So before they,
hell yeah.
uh why?
Okay. Wow.
Mm.
Fired is such a strong word. I don't know if I'm gonna feel bad or I'm gonna laugh about it.
Uh-huh.
They are fired from their jobs.
Yeah.
Mm. Still,
Mm-hmm.
50 is quite an early age in the Philippines. From what I know, people work until they're around 60.
Wow,
Mm-mm.
really?
Yes.
So
Mm.
most companies don't fire employees
Mm-mm.
even if they are turned if they turn 60s, I mean 50s.
Exactly. Yes, of course. It's very new for me to hear that companies fire their employees because of old age.
um, Korea
Ah,
used to
but
be like
mm-mm,
your
mm-mm,
country in the past,
mm-mm,
but it has
mm-mm,
changed after
mm-mm,
IMF.
mm-mm.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay. But here though, I think it depends on the job. Okay,
Mhm.
for university or high school teachers, what else? Yes, yeah, for other it depends on the job
Yeah,
exactly.
it's the same.
Uh-uh.
Teachers and professors are not
Mm-mm.
fired.
Mm-mm.
Their uh, their how can I say their
Mm-mm.
work
Mm-mm.
their work is
Mm-mm.
pro no I mean
Mm-mm.
verified. Uh,
Mm-mm. Yes.
no, wait for a second.
Verified.
Verified or okay. Guaranteed. Yeah.
Ah,
um,
okay. Mm-mm.
their work period, not work
Mm-mm.
period, how can I say? Their retirement would be guaranteed until
Mm-mm.
they reached a certain age. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, I told you if you are working for a big company,
Mm-mm.
then you must be fired when you are when you are in your 50s or
Mm-mm.
40s.
That's so harsh.
Mhm.
Okay, that's so harsh. But anyway, it's the reality because
Mhm.
companies are, of course, business minded.
Yeah.
And yes, if they see that their employees are too old to carry out their proper duties, then of course they do the natural thing, which is to dismiss people from their jobs. Mm-mm.
The
Okay.
important thing is, I think, uh, I mean, older people, if they are
Mm-mm.
in their 40s, then
Mm-mm.
their salary is um, a lot more than new employees. But
Mm-mm.
their performance or skills
Mm-mm.
are not that
Mm-mm.
good compared to their
Mm-mm.
salary. So
Mm-mm.
uh, most companies has a pyramid system. So
Mm-mm.
there are
Mm-mm.
a lot of new employees, but
Mm-mm.
they can't. I mean, they can't guarantee all
Mm-mm.
people uh, to work for the
Mm-mm.
uh, I mean um, companies can't guarantee people to work until they are old, until
Mm-mm.
they turned 50 or
Mm-mm.
60. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, for this how can I say it? For if their rank is
Mm-mm.
going up, then
Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah, companies has to cut back on their their finance.
Mm-mm.
So that's
Mm-mm.
why yeah, oh, those people are not for working um, a simple task job.
Yes.
They are in charge of
Mm-mm.
managing people. I mean,
Mm-mm.
a new
Mm-mm.
employees.
Mm-mm.
So this level of people don't need uh, companies don't need this level of people that much. That's why
Mm-mm.
yeah they have to yeah fire people.
That's both sad but very reasonable at the same time
Hmm.
when you explained it to me. Okay.
Okay.
All right. How about the second question? Oh, sorry. Second
Okay.
question.
Hmm. Why do you think a large number of new graduates are unemployed? Which is the greater factors than of education or economy? Hmm. Maybe I answered for this
Mm-mm.
question on my writing,
Mm-mm. Yes.
uh, which is, but economy.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it is based on standard of education. Um,
Mm-mm.
Nowadays, uh, people are well educated compared to
Mm-mm.
the past. So
Mm-mm.
even my son, he
Mm-mm.
speaks English better than me. When I was in his age, yeah, I
Mm-mm.
couldn't speak a word or I didn't know the alphabet at all.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
I don't think it is the reason would be standard of education, economy.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
my country is not a developing country. So there are not that many things we need.
Mm-mm.
Uh, we don't need them. How can I say it? We don't need people's workload that much. Everything
Mm-mm.
is everything got automated. So
Mm-mm.
uh, when even we think of a bank, in
Mm-mm.
the past we need a lot of clocks,
Mm-mm.
bankers. But
Mm-mm.
nowadays, there are a computer, so we can transfer money if we use internet banking or if we
Mm-mm.
have a phone. Yeah, we can
Mm-mm.
easily transfer our money to
Mm-mm.
other people. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, I think the reason would be the uh, the uh, the society has been
Mm-mm.
developed a lot.
I think so. Okay. It's both scary and it's a bit scary and exciting at the same time
Hmm.
because you can't guarantee that in the future there would still be a lot of job opportunities because like you said everything is almost automated.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. All right. Okay, number 3.
Do you have a suggestion on how to solve the high unemployment rate in Korea? Explain further on how it can help. Yeah, the government is not solving this
Mm-mm.
problem. So how can I solve? How can I come up with a great idea to solve this
Mm-mm.
problem? No, I don't have
Mm-mm.
any idea. Uh, yeah, it's really hard.
Yes, yes.
But one thing I want to mention about is uh, when I tried to find a job
Mm-mm.
after I quit my first job and
Mm-mm.
I were in a difficult situation, so I tried to find a new job, and my
Mm-mm.
husband told me I couldn't because I at that time I tried to look for a job related to English, but
Mm-mm.
I didn't major in English, and
Mm-mm.
compared to people who majored in English, I don't have any benefit.
Mm-mm.
So he said, I don't have any experience, so you do not get any job. So I was really worried about it, and because there are a lot of uh, graduate graduate students, graduate, but they are having trouble getting a job. So
Mm-mm.
I'm and in my late 30s, then it would be more difficult for me to get a job. But
Mm-mm.
anyway, I could get a job, and
Mm-mm.
so I thought, uh, why young generations don't try to get this job. We can work at home, and it's
Mm-mm.
really easy. But and if we spend for 4 to 6 hours, then they can get enough money. But
Mm-mm.
they don't try to get this job. So I think anyway, young generations are not eager to get a job that much.
Mm-mm. I think so too. But because of that, do you notice something about the younger generation, Elia? I think that depression is becoming more prevalent in this generation because of unemployment, because of social media. There are so many factors.
Hmm.
What do you think? Why do you think is what do you think is the reason why so many people from the younger generation
Hmm.
is facing depression these days?
They are facing depressions.
Depression, yes. I
Really?
found out in a
Uh,
survey online, a
uh-huh.
research about it, but I didn't
Mm.
read it very much.
Because if
What?
they think about their future, they
Mm-mm,
don't have. It's really hard to get a decent job, and if
mm-mm,
they want to get married, then
mm-mm,
yeah, after everybody want to buy a house or apartment, but it's
mm-mm,
too expensive. So even
mm-mm,
they save up um, 10 years of salary, then
mm-mm,
yeah, it's impossible to buy a house in Korea. S-
mm-mm.
So that's why they are in depression. even
Yes.
they even though they try to work hard, they do their best, but they can't escape from the current situation. They don't
Mm-mm.
think they are getting better.
Mm-mm. Yes, yes. Actually, they are facing what do you call this? Existential crisis. Have you
Hmm.
heard of that?
No.
Existential crisis? Oh, okay, okay. It means that they begin to question their meaning or purpose in life, if they are valued enough, because they don't have any jobs, good jobs.
Hmm.
And they tend to think so much about the future, which is also one reason why suicide is very common among the younger generation of today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, Elia, do you have any more questions?
Now let's wrap it up.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Well, we will continue with the next book
Hmm.
on tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions, Elia?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for bearing with me today. I know I'm a bit stressed. But okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Elia. Have a
Okay.
great day.
Bye.
Goodbye.